Hey everyone, it's Ashley Cunningham here, and I'm really excited to be channeling Serapis Bey for you today. And I just want to start out by saying I appreciate all of the questions from everyone who reached out to me, and for everyone who's recommended, people or beings that I can channel for you. I'm always looking for awesome recommendations, so feel free to send them my way. And how you can reach me is a few different ways. I have lots of avenues for you to email me or reach out to me or message me. And one primary way is to pop onto my actual website, channelingwithlove.com. I have a section there that allows you to connect with me. It also allows you to check out all of my services that I offer and a little bit about me and things that I'm doing. So definitely check out channelingwithlove.com if you want to reach me. You can also find me on YouTube. This is what my channel looks like. All you have to do is search Ashley Cunningham Medium, and you'll find all of my videos available to date on my YouTube channel. I do have some videos that I primarily channel within my Facebook group, which I can show you what that looks like next. And my Facebook group is called Channeling with Love, just like my website's called. So I have a lot of people, really high vibe people who are there, and I do certain channelings for them directly, and then later on I will post to YouTube so everyone can enjoy. But if you want to see the channeling first before everyone else, definitely check out Channeling with Love on Facebook to join. You can also talk to some really amazing high vibe people there and ask questions, or just post fun memes, spiritually related, of course, and just enjoy a really high vibe little corner of the internet. So I really love that group. There's a lot of really amazing people that are a part of that experience, and I just find it a really fun space to chat about spirit. You can also find me on Instagram. So you can follow me at Ashley Cunningham Medium, and I post all my weekly stuff there, as well as on my Facebook business page and on my in my Channeling with Love group. So you can check that out there. And I also have a secondary YouTube channel called Channeling with Love, just like my Facebook group and my website is called. Channeling with Love is really cool because I can post videos from my own channeling, but also from other mediums or healers that I work with. So like Kristin Davies or Alyssa Reynolds, Gloria Rice, Jean Power. So I post a lot of other people's material on that channel as well. So you can catch kind of a little smattering of a lot of different people who are sharing a lot of really high vibe and amazing information. So I really like that space. Definitely go and subscribe if you want to keep up with a lot of what we're doing as a group or individually, but it's kind of all there in one spot. And speaking of Kristin Davies, she and I are getting together to run a one-week course called Mastering Your Energy in 2020. Super exciting. I really am super, super pumped for this class. I think it's going to be really fun. We go over a lot of material around what's going to happen in 2020. We will be doing channelings for each month and what's going to kind of go down energetically throughout the year, as well as discussing moon phases, the year of the rat. We will be going live within the group to channel live guidance for the students there. And we will be posting, a lot of really amazing material that can help you balance your energy and help you really kind of identify the ascension symptoms that you may be experiencing, as well as when to kind of prepare for those symptoms, and especially when the energy is coming really heavy onto the earth. So we're going to be doing that. It's going to be really fun, very engaging course, and it's only going to be 1 week. It's for $99, and you can sign up at KristinDaviesMedium.com to join the course, and it's in a private Facebook group, which I really like because you can share as much as you'd like, but it's only the people that are in that class that are going to be seeing the material. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. Again, I'm really excited about the course, and Serapis Bey is coming in, and he's kind of saying just a little comment on that. It's really interesting for individuals who are ready to kind of, he's saying, take control or be prepared in advance to kind of learn what your symptoms are, how energy manifests within your life, how you can balance your own energy. It's going to be really invaluable over 2020 to learn how to do that ahead of time. And he's just saying that it's kind of an interesting idea to kind of wrap your mind around. So that's kind of cool. Thanks, Serapis. So yeah, okay. So I'm channeling Serapis Bey tonight, and I'm really excited because I connected with him a little bit before when I decided I was going to channel him, and he's been kind of popping in every so often, but I haven't really done a lot of deep dive conversations with him, so I don't know much about him. I just kind of was drawn to him. I think someone had recommended channeling him, and knowing that he has Atlantean connections as well as Egyptian connections is really interesting to me. So I'm excited to see if he will talk more about that. And I know that there are several questions around Atlantis, so that's going to be cool to be able to answer or ask those questions of him. And yeah, tonight I'm really excited. I went to the gem fair this weekend, and I got this beautiful green opal heart. It's just gorgeous, and so I'm going to be holding this while I channel him. And it's been really grounding and beautiful to hold, and I feel like it's really appropriate. And he's saying, yes, it's very appropriate. The green opal, it corresponds with your heart chakra. So heart chakras are green. The color of the heart chakra is typically green, and it's just going to be nice to hold this while I channel him. I'm feeling a lot of energy coming in through the back of my head, the top of my crown, even the side of my head, and sitting in my heart chakra. And Serapis Bey to me feels very masculine, but not in an like an overbearing way. Very gentlemanly like. He's kind of got a deeper voice for me, and very formal. So he's coming in a lot stronger now in my chakra, my throat chakra, and my heart chakra right here. And he is ready. Greetings, dear ones. Thank you for this opportunity to speak with you today. Thank you for asking questions of individuals such as this one and other light workers who are working to connect spirit to humans, working to provide information in a free manner as much as possible, have it free flowing. He's showing me just information systems, you know, kind of like a picture of like electricity going through all these channels into computers and phones and all this different stuff. And he's saying that light workers such as myself or others, other mediums, are the conduits for spiritual communication. But each of us is also able to open our senses and become our own conduit. Developing our own relationship with spirit is something we all have a right to do. We all have the ability to do. And it is important for all of us who are drawn to do this, who are awakening and who are becoming more aware, to realize that we are able to communicate however we are comfortable. He's pointing me now to a few conversations that I've actually had quite recently with some individuals that were just kind of asking me about what I do and kind of how I do it. And he's saying that it's important for each person to realize that we as a human are perfectly designed to sense spirit, be in communication with spirit in a multitude of ways, not just with our mind or our listening or our eyes, but with our senses as far as our ability to sense energy around us, our intuition, the means of interpreting information through symbols, so seeing signs, numbers, signs, references. All of this is up to as an ability that we possess. And it is exciting that more and more humans are remembering or opening up to remember that they can do this. There are vast differences between various civilizations in which I have lived, in which I have witnessed the development of various communication methods. Many methods were of an external nature. He's showing me in Atlantis there were ways in which we could communicate with maybe more devices or different means than just ourselves. And he's highlighting that within ourselves, we are the tool that we need in order to communicate with spirit. We don't need anything else. And a long time ago, they had developed many other things to help communicate with spirit and others in a different way. But we've never really needed any additional methods to communicate with spirit. We are a uniquely designed being. Our souls can kind of fit in a body. He's referencing our higher selves, our ultimate, our whole soul self. We're only a fraction of our complete self within our body. Our human bodies can't hold all of us, all of our energy within. So we're only a portion of our highest self. And despite that, we are able to connect, and we are, again, the only tool that we need. As more of you are awakening and are becoming more aware of this ability to communicate with spirit in whichever way you feel most comfortable, there will be many shifts happening as things that were once important things that are external to ourselves were once most important, they will fall to the wayside. They're not as important as being able to go within and connect to spirit. While there is a pursuit for knowledge, a vast and fierce pursuit of knowledge in the scientific communities in this day and age, in this time in which we are residing, there will be greater shifts to the understanding of how this communication within ourselves, within our mind, and within our body connects to the greater universe. This is already starting to happen. There is more research being done on the emotional body, the energetic body, the physical body and its response to external energies. How do we respond when a spirit being is close to us? What is the response within our body, energetic, emotional, in our mind? They being scientists, are starting to develop and understand in a greater detail how this works. While science is important and it has made great strides within our civilization, so for the health and benefits of humanity, science has been very important. But there are some things that may challenge the scientific method. And individuals who live by this scientific method may have a harder time reconciling the spiritual elements within the human construct than others who may have a more flexible, universal understanding. It is exemplified in much of the conversation around scientists who believe in God or source. There are many scientists who do not believe in God or source, and then there are those who do. And science has yet to provide a concrete explanation as to the source of all energy, everything that is, and explain every single phenomenon. And yet they believe. And this is heartening. There are many things that we may or may not understand in any given moment as humans. But as we communicate and we open ourselves to Spirit's guidance and Spirit's communication and support, there is more and more that we can discover individually and as a group, collectively, in spaces such as this. You asking questions of this dear one, and she asking the questions of myself or other beings, other individuals. This is a great time of expansion in our knowledge between humans and spirit. Many are awakening, and this is very exciting as more people will provide the energy and the focus around answering questions in a way, he's saying, like more scientific questions. So answering, pursuing the knowledge that currently maybe not fully supported by the scientific community. There will be many shifts, so there will be much opportunity. And like the Atlantean civilization, their civilization was a blend of scientific and a deep understanding of universal laws, as well as the connection with spirit. But as we approach this next large kind of shift of focus to communicating with spirit, we will be doing things in a little bit different manner. He's saying, he's showing me like a lot of like uses of scientific harnessing of natural powers, of scientific machines and methods to really create and manipulate the reality around us, around the Atlanteans. And while they were in great balance, there came a point where they fell out of balance, and we will be learning from their mistakes. As we move forward, we will remain in balance for much longer. And we will be learning much that the Atlanteans didn't not know it, but whatever it is that we will be learning here in the future. But there will be more of us, much more. It's a much larger world today. You know, it's not just a little civilization in some part of the world. I don't even know where Atlantis is, but it's going to be a really pervasive change. This balance between spirit, technology, the earth, how we move and live within this reality, it will be shifting greatly. And this is very exciting. And he's just saying thank you to everyone who is expressing interest and wanting to communicate with spirit, and really working very hard to face challenges and fears and move forward and become more open and available to communicating with spirit. So he's kind of stepping back now. I'm going to shift now to the questions that I received. David asked, can you tell us some interesting places to go by astral traveling and any guidance for me? David, Serapis Bey said, the universe is your oyster. You can go anywhere. There are many beautiful and amazing locations. And the guidance that he has for you is to ensure that you are protected as you travel. Ask your team to protect you, guide you to have experiences that will not only help you grow, but be enjoyable, and get a lot of practice in as you develop this talent of astral projecting or astral traveling. So he's kind of showing me, like, take it step by step, go one place, maybe go there a few times, and then try and go to a new place, get in practice, and ask your team to help guide you in choosing a location. He's saying once you feel much more comfortable, you can, not that distance really matters, but you can travel farther out into more deep space locations and various dimensions. But you must, as with any skill, develop a muscle around it, so develop and practice that skill. And he's saying good luck and have fun. It's a fun experience to have, but just ensure that you are practicing and that you are protected. Carolina is asking, how are we doing on our path of collective ascension? He's saying now, he's kind of touched on that, Carolina, so that's a very apt question. We, as a collective consciousness, have grown greatly, and we are now at a point where it's kind of an expansion point where we will just be absorbing and shifting and developing very rapidly using the information that we receive from Spirit and when more of us awaken. He's saying that the current state in which we are at, many are still in the 3D. Many are shifting towards 4D, more into 5D. There's a lot of work being done, but there is collective growth happening, and we're really now expanding quite quickly, as he just said. And he agrees there are a lot of issues around censorship, free speech, corruption. And do these undercurrents parallel Atlantis? Saying yes. There were many issues in Atlantis, in the Atlantean culture, not dissimilar to the humans now, but there is a greater light source at play. So he's showing me there's greater energy coming onto the earth, and we're kind of at this point where things will need to shift. We will be seeing maybe some more chaos. We will be seeing a lot of these same problems for a while, but as we continue to grow and shift out of the 3D, these things are going to fall away, and there will be higher vibrational people joining us on the planet, and everyone's vibrational frequency will be raising. So there will be a lot less need to have corruption and censorship and the promotion of free speech. There will be more of a balance moving forward. And you're asking as well, Carolina, what can we do to evolve past these chaotic undercurrents? Saying this is a beautiful question. Thank you so much for asking. What can each of us do as a human? What can each human individual person do to help everyone evolve past the chaotic undercurrents and the chaos that is ensuing? Each of us need to focus within, go within for our own guidance and follow our own intuition. Going within, seeking solace within, seeking stability in our mindset, and increasing our vibrational frequency by doing so, by connecting with the earth and by meditating. You are allowing yourself to shine brighter than you ever have before, which is contagious. And many other people will be changing and shifting and providing more space within their lives for stability, grounding, and meditation. And as everyone is rising together, a lot of the chaos will fall away, because individually we will not need to have that boiling within our lives. And as each individual moves forward, the rest of humanity also moves forward. Every person is important in this effort. Handing over your fears, seeking your internal guidance, going within, and being still in each person. If everyone could do that just a little bit each day, the world will be able to shift greatly, very quickly, and things like the chaos will fall away. So he's just bowing to you, Carolina. Thank you so much for those questions. Those were really good. Emma is asking, can he tell a bit about how he taught ascension in Atlantis and in Egypt? And I would love to know how I'm doing on my ascension path. Any advice? He's just smiling, and he's saying, I taught ascension and Egypt in slightly different ways. Currently, I am an ascended master working from across the veil to help many others here on Earth, and light workers as well as individuals who connect with me on Earth to work and develop their own path and their own means of shining their light. When I was in Atlantis and in Egypt, I was in physical form. I worked within the culture of the location. So in Atlantis and Egypt, he was a part of the culture. He was, just a part of that society. There were various terms, various means of expressing the same principles in which we all understand today as ascension, as we are developing our current modern lexicon. All of the same principles apply. The balance, the stillness within, grounding, meditation, facing our fears. We, as humans, all have had an opportunity to learn in the means in which we are currently, he's saying, esteemed. So like, we're in today's culture. So this is how we are learning. We're online. We're talking using these more modern terms. But in Egypt, they were not able to be online. There was a lot more mouth-to-mouth discussion. The religion in Egypt, often the various religions, there was not just one, but the various life views, the worldviews of the Egyptians, the worldviews in Atlantis, the worldviews in religions, the connection between human and earth, human and the sky, human and its environment were different, yet many elements were similar as it is today. So he's saying there's not much of a difference. It's just kind of slightly different lexicons, different styles. And that's what's beautiful about really universal principles of love and light. It all goes back to love and light, back to source. We are all of one, and the energy of one. And if that is the one lesson that you learned in your entire ascension path and your entire lifetime, that's the one that you hold on to, and that one principle, that's the only one you need. It explains all. It's quite simple when you boil it down. There are some variables and means in which we need to filter things or connect with things in certain ways, but really it all boils down to we are of love and light, and we are all of love and light, and we are all one. And he's saying that, Emma, on your ascension path, you are doing wonderfully. Continue to ask questions, continue to go within. And he's just kind of giving you a little golf clap. And he's making me feel like you're surrounded with his energy and his love. And so when you watch this, I hope you really feel it, because it's kind of intense, and he's putting a lot of energy right on my heart chakra. Maritza is asking, what or where shall I focus on now? So within her life, Serapis Bey, what should she focus on? Centering, going within. Should be focusing on that, Maritza. Going within, you will be able to ask your next step questions and get your immediate response from yourself, your highest self, your team, from your own perceptions, your own intuition. Going within as much as possible, oops, sorry guys, is going to help provide you a means of quiet calm in a kind of chaotic, busy lifestyle. This will shift over time as you move forward, but it will be slowly as you're giving over things that you no longer need for your highest good. And this will be prompted by going within. He's saying it's very simple. You are love, and you have all of the love from spirit, source, energy to support you through any decisions that you seek to make. And so it is simple. There's no need to worry. And he's just giving you a big hug, Maritza. Sky is asking, I just want to know about him and what exactly he does for others. So what does Serapis Bey do for others? I provide wisdom. I try and help others reach the best conclusions for their highest good. I have worked within many civilizations. Currently, I am an ascended master that works on the other side of the veil to help everyone here on Earth, to help Gaia, to bring more love and light and clarity to the current individuals living on Earth. And he's just, he's really expanding his energy quite a lot. It's like he's really excited. He's opening up, and he's just expanding out, and he's just encompassing the whole Earth. And in my mind's eye, I see him kind of like above Earth a little bit, but he's just like shining his light down and helping others is something that really brings him great joy in his experience in the work that he does. He's saying, yes, it is a great honor. I take it very seriously, and it's a great joy for me to help others connect to themselves, connect to the principles of he's saying, the guiding principles of love and light that can help anyone within their day-to-day activities. He's pouring a lot of energy in, and I'm getting kind of dizzy, so I'm asking him to step back a little bit. He's very passionate about this, and so his energy has like just increased, and it feels really cool. Like I said before, I'd never really connected with him. It's slightly different than a lot of the other energies that I've connected with. But he is clearly very passionate and super excited to connect with many people, whoever resonates with him. Even if you don't necessarily resonate with me, but you are just curious of what I feel like, who I am, where I come from, I would like to speak with you. He's very direct. He wants to work with people who are interested in putting in the work, who are interested in connecting and really understanding, and as he's saying again, the guiding principles of love and light. They are very basic, simple, and I wish to help others learn and master those principles within their own life. So helping people on their awakening, their ascension journeys. And he's saying, even people who are far down their path, who are well understanding of what it means to be in connection with spirit or on their journey. He continues to help them as well, and we all have something to learn. Every day is an opportunity to find growth and excitement and challenge ourselves to think in different ways in which we can push our thought processes, push our immediate responses to situations to be more stable, balanced, and encompassing of all energies involved, of allowance, really. Understanding that there's always love and light in every situation, even the hard ones. That is what we are here to learn. That is what we are here to experience as humans. And he's saying, I have been there. I have incarnated as human. It is difficult. It is a challenge. There are many experiences that I reminisce on, and I am so grateful that I was able to experience and partake of those energies, of the energy in that experience, in order to understand better. And he's just saying, be grateful for the journey, even though it may be difficult in this moment. Recognize that difficulty. Do not shy away from it or fear it, but allow it to be. Being an allowance when we're having a hard time, he's saying, is an ultimate challenge. But there are many who are rising to the occasion and are greatly benefiting and learning from the experience. And it is helping light their path, helping them open, helping to show others how to survive, how to navigate, and how to thrive in the experience. Whew, he's putting a lot of pressure on my head chakras as well, my crown and the back of my neck. He just wants to leave off on this final note. In every moment, we are surrounded by and of light and love, of source energy. So claim that, honor it, and know that it is who you are. No matter which difficulties you face, what you're experiencing, that does not remove the fact that you are of love and light, and that is who you are. And he's just saying, thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity to speak to you. Again, if you wish to connect with me, please reach out. All you have to do is say my name, think my name, ask a question about me, and I am there. And he's just bowing to everyone, and he's just saying thank you. And he's now kind of stepping back. So thank you guys so much for your time. I hope all of this resonated with you. This has been really exciting for me to connect with him. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. And love and light to you all. Bye.